Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Blood Red podcast, post-match podcast. Here, live on the post Theo Squires. Liverpool are through to the Champions League round of 16. They've done it. A 2-1 victory over Lille here at Anfield tonight. Goals from Mohamed Salah and Harvey Elliott. You might be able to hear the Lille fans. They're still packed in to the Anfield Road end and making plenty of noise. So I'm kind of competing with them at the moment. We are live on YouTube, so get your comments in. And we'll just talk how we're through to the round of 16. They've been denied top spot, though. It looked like it was going to be the night for them. Benfica were winning, I think, 3-1 at home to Barcelona at half-time, but Barcelona scored 3 times in the last 12 minutes. They got a 96th-minute winner. They won 5-4. If Barcelona had dropped points, it would have been top spot clinch for Liverpool with a game to hand. Instead, it's 7 wins from 7. They're going to finish in the top 2, and it's basically down to PSV to see if they can get that top spot secured. All they need to do is draw there. If Barcelona drop points, it's done anyway. So Liverpool pretty much got that top seed wrapped up. It was a really good performance from Arne Slot's men today. They were dominant. 2-1 didn't really do them justice. It should have been more. Took time to get into the game. It was a great goal from Mohamed Salah to open the scoring, though. Kostas Tsimikas, he dispossesses Jonathan David. Curtis Jones picks up the loose ball, threads it through to Salah, and Salah's one-on-one. He curls it into the top corner. All he had to do was dink it over the keeper, and he still found the top corner. A magnificent finish. His 50th European goal for Liverpool, which is quite frankly ridiculous, extending his advantage as Liverpool's all-time leading goal scorer in the Champions League, in Europe, blah, 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 blah. We've held these records so many times, haven't we? He could have had a second moments after. He gets played in by Luis Diaz, a great diagonal pass, brilliant touch from Salah, great strength to hold off the fullback, but he placed it just wide. Now, after the break, we saw Lille equalised. They just had a man sent off, Mandy, for a second bookable offence. He tripped up Luis Diaz, and they didn't really look like threatening Alisson's goal, but they managed to get back on level scores when Kostas Tsimikas cleared off the line and kindly threw up, and David, he scores the rebound. He's a player Liverpool have liked the look of in the past. He was on their transfer shortlist when they signed Diogo Jota. He was an alternative. Now, the Canadian is available on a free transfer at the end of the season, so it'll be interesting to see if Liverpool do revisit that. But he has been in great form for Lille this season, and he's got his goal at Anfield, even if it was a bit of a tap-in. Liverpool didn't have to wait long to get back in front. A bit fortuitous, a corner. It falls to Harvey Elliott on the edge of the box. Takes a massive deflection off Macau. Deflected into the cop end, but Harvey Elliott celebrates wildly, kisses the badge, blows kisses to the crowd. He's a boyhood Liverpool fan, isn't he? We know how much it means to him. He's not had much game time under Arne Slot. A great moment for him to get the winning goal. And it was a really good day for Liverpool in terms of giving minutes to their players who haven't played that much. Like we saw Conor Bradley start at right back. Jarell Quansah had a really good game at centre-back alongside Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, the Lille fans are very loud, so apologies if you can't hear me very much over that. Ryan Gravenberch came off at half-time. Hopefully nothing serious there, just resting him. So Alexis McAllister had 45 minutes of the second half. Elliott came on half-time as well, gets his goal. Then Chiesa came on, and he looked lively as well. I think he got a good half an hour in his legs, did he? 15, it felt like longer. 15, he's had a couple of shots on goal. He was unlucky not to score. Has one that's pushed out, and Darwin Núñez puts the rebound in, but it's disallowed for offside. Ento came on just after the hour mark. He got a good half hour, played really well. But when Liverpool have got these games coming up against Ipswich Town, PSV away, it's another good chance to rotate and give minutes to some of the players that don't start every week. It's the real sign of strength in Arne Slot's squad that we are seeing the lesser players step up now. It's another game where it's a substitute who's made a difference. We saw Diogo get the winner, equaliser, against Forest. Núñez get 2 goals against Brentford to get the win. Elliott set up 1, Chiesa involved 2, and Elliott's come off the bench and got the winner today. A really good performance from Liverpool to get a 2-1 win. We haven't had many comments from you. We are live on YouTube, so get them in now. Yeah, so we can have something to talk about. We'll go on to Doyley's player ratings. I think Harvey Elliott would be one of his top ones. Gets an 8. He's showing before the break on his return to the starting lineup and used the ball well over with a header, second half, impressive. Yeah, that's right. It was Kranz's first ever Champions League start, and he was very unlucky not to score. He did have a header that just went over the crossbar from a Simicast free kick. Simicast also gets an 8. Lively during the opening period and offering himself down the left, and his tackle on David, which was superb, by the way, gets the ball brilliantly, sets up the opener for Curtis Jones to thread it through to Salah, and his set piece delivery was always a real danger. What else have we got? His player ratings. Elliott brought energy and composure to attacking effort and shot deflected him for the second. It was a really good showing off Elliott off the bench. He'll be knocking at the door to get a start. If he's not going to get it against Ipswich Town at the weekend, surely he's due a go against PSV next week in Eindhoven. It's a sign of strength from Liverpool that these players, the substitutes, can come on and make an impact. I'm losing this battle here, aren't I? With the Tannoy and the Lille fans, they are still making a racket in that Anfield Road end. If we look at the stats, Liverpool had 56% of the possession. They had 13 shots, 7 on target. What else did they do? XG of 1.91 from open play, 2.23 in total. They were just the dominant team by far. The fact that Lille only had 1 shot on target and it's the goal says a lot. But yeah, Liverpool looking comfortable, going through to the Champions League round of 16. They top the group. Oh, if they get a draw or match Barcelona's result, whatever it is, whatever Barcelona don't win, Liverpool are through and top spot. If Barcelona win, Liverpool need a draw to get top spot. But yeah, they're in the top 8. They're going to be in the round of 16. They missed the playoffs, so that means the Everton Merseyside derby next month definitely happens on the set date. The advantage of being in the top 8 means you're seeded, so you're going to be away from home for the round of 16. As it stands at the moment, 9th to 24th, they play each other, so it'll be 9th versus 24th. So say it finished as it is now, and Brest are 9th and Manchester City are 24th. That is a knockout round playoff tie. Obviously, Brest and Man City still have 2 games to go, so it's too early to say who's finishing 24th, who's finishing 9th, etc., etc. But that's how the playoffs are going to work. And then the 8 winners from the playoffs will progress. They'll be at home. They'll be unseeded for the round of 16, and then be seeded. They'll be at home for the second leg. So obviously, that's an advantage. And then also with the Champions League seeded side, have got top spot. My understanding is they wouldn't be able to play second, so they wouldn't be able to play fourth, etc., etc. So they won't be able to play Barcelona until the final as it stands, say for Atalanta, Bayer Leverkusen, and Aston Villa. Please correct me in the comments, because obviously it's a new format. It's all very confusing, but I think that's how it works. We are working with it as we go along. As Honest said in his press conference yesterday, it's a bit too early to judge it as one of these top sides because you are just putting the games in front of you. Like Liverpool, 7 out of 8, it should be all wrapped up, shouldn't it? If you're playing the normal stage, playing 6 games with a game to go and you'd won 5 out of 5, you'd imagine top spot would be secure. But no, there's still going to be something riding a little bit on that trip to Eindhoven, though it will be another chance for Onslaught to rotate his side. We look at the players he did bring on. Trent Alexander-Arnold only played for 4 minutes. McAllister got a half. Elliott got a half. Endo got 27 minutes. Gazer got 15. That means that we didn't see anything of Cody Gakpo or Ibrahim Konate or Andy Robertson. So it's a good moment for Onslaught to get minutes in the legs of some of these fringe players and rest some of his stars as well. You'd imagine that means Cody Gakpo will be starting against Ipswich Town. It'll be interesting to see who's in that front three with him. Like Mohamed Salah, surely. Diaz or Nunes. It's all very interesting. And that strength and depth is really kicking on now, isn't it? It's making a difference for Liverpool. And that's why we're seeing these substitutes make a big difference. Decisive efforts for the club as they get through into the winter months. This Barcelona Benfica was mad, by the way. Like Benfica were 1-0 up after 2 minutes. Then Lewandowski equalises. They go 3-1 up at half time. Rafinha makes it 3-2. Benfica make it 4-2. But then, like we've already said, Barcelona score in the 78th minute, the 86th minute, the 96th minute. And then there's still time for a Benfica red card in the 98th minute. If Barcelona hadn't scored in the 96th minute, that finished 4-4. Liverpool, top spot wrapped up. All very exciting. This new Champions League format, I'm sure. Let's have a look at the rest of the scores tonight. Atalanta won 5-0 over Sturm Graz. Monaco beat Aston Villa 1-0. Atletico Madrid beat Bayer What does that? Never gone no good or better. Club Brugge drew 0-0 with Juventus. Red Star Belgrade lost 2-3 at home to PSV. I think PSV were winning 3-0 in that, which is obviously very good. Would have been a very good win for them. It still is a good win for them, but 3-0 is a lot better than 3-2. We all know how tough a place Belgrade is to go to. Liverpool lost there under Jurgen Klopp. Was that the Champions League win in the year or the year before? I think it was the Champions League win in the year. And then Slovan Bratislava lost 3-1 at home to Stuttgart. So yeah, one round of fixtures left. All the teams playing tonight. Two teams playing tomorrow. Liverpool pretty much know when they're going to be. It'd take a bit of a surprise on that last day for them not to finish top now, but it is still mathematically possible for Barcelona to overtake them. No one else can. They are guaranteed to finish in the top two seeds, so they are one of the strongest teams in these group stages. A good showing for them against Lille. They could have won by more. Mohamed Salah gets another goal. That's 22 for the season now, is it? Ridiculous, isn't it? Ends his drought, which must have only been like 3 or 4 games. So we can stop talking about Mohamed Salah hasn't scored for a few games now. You'd imagine he gets a rest against PSV Eindhoven. Don't really need him there. That could be a good chance to give Chiesa a rare start. But yeah, 31 appearances for Salah this season, 22 goals, 17 assists. The man is in a league of his own. 333 goals now, 380 appearances. What a ridiculous footballer. Still no sign of a contract with him. Same for Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold. We know negotiations are ongoing, but hopefully that is resolved soon. Especially for Salah, because he is not slowing down. He is just in ridiculous form, and he is firing Liverpool through to the round of 16. He hasn't actually been that happy with the Champions League goals and assists this season, to be honest, which sounds ridiculous in itself as well. He's, I think, scored 3, maybe he's got a couple of assists. But yeah, considering he's used to being one of the top scorers in this competition, I'm sure he'd imagine he'd have wanted more. What's he got? Yeah, 3 goals, 4 assists. To be fair, that's not bad. It's 7 games. Get a goal of contribution a game. We all know his high expectations. He'll want a lot more. And he could have tonight, let's be honest. But yeah, a really great performance from Liverpool. Not else really much to say. If you're not going to come in with your comments on the YouTube channel, we've just got Mark who said, let's go Liverpool. You want to go in red for life? That's tuning in, Mark, if you're tuning in. Yeah, really, it's cold on here as well. I can freeze again. Oh, fans are going, so my voice will be saved a little bit. It's getting a bit sore. I'm sure I'm a little bit croaky if you can hear me. But yeah, a good result for Liverpool. Win 2-1. They're going through to the round of 16. Top spot is almost in the bag. Only Barcelona can catch them now. And then all those minutes for the players. Another goal for Salah. Elliott makes that impact off the bench. The only downside is if Curtis Jones's substitution after time for Harvey Elliott wasn't pre-planned. He took a heavy knock to his leg late on in the half. He carried on to finish the half, but we'll find out in Jurgen Klopp's press conference if that was pre-planned or if he's added his name to the injury list with Joe Gomez and Diogo Jota, who are going to be out for weeks, not months, Arne Slot said, but still, weeks is not ideal, is it? McAllister for Gravenberg, I can imagine that was pre-planned just to get them 45 minutes each, etc. But that's something else that hopefully Arne Slot can clarify. Not too much else. I think he needs to clarify the substitutions. They're all pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, nothing really else there. Just hopefully that Curtis Jones hasn't got injured because he did play well tonight and he got an assist. I think that's all we've got time for live on YouTube. I've got to go down to Arne Slot's press conference. I can just see him coming out now to speak to Amazon Prime with Daniel Sturridge, Luis Garcia, Robbie Fowler. It's a very Liverpool heavy 100 team, isn't it, tonight on Amazon Prime? No complaints here. It'll be, 3 greats for Liverpool? Should we say modern greats? Luis Garcia has won the Champions League. He's probably scored the most goals in the Champions League out of those 3 for Liverpool as well. And then Sturridge scored against PSG. Probably got a couple of Champions League goals. Fowler only scored a couple against Galatasaray. Yeah, Garcia's the Champions League royalty down there, even though Fowler's an absolute couple legend. Warm embrace for all 3 on a spot there. We'll have to race down. So once he's finished that interview, he'll be doing his post-match press conference. But yeah, that's all we've got time for here at Anfield. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks as always to our sponsors, NordVPN, for getting behind us and giving us some support for everything we do. Thanks to you guys for tuning in. stay tuned to the Echo website for you've got full Doyley player ratings. You've got Gorsty's match verdict that's coming, and then you'll have Doyley's analysis piece as well. We'll have all the reaction, all the quotes from Arne Slott's post-match press conference, a couple of injury updates as well potentially. Then stay tuned to the Blood Red channel and the Liverpool Echo website for all the reaction throughout the week, really. And then we'll be looking ahead to Ipswich Town on Saturday. Thanks, as always. Until next time, thank you and good night. Good one, guys.